Hi, I'm Bob, author of Become a Photoshop Expert in a Day by Mastering Layers. I'm sure at some point you've wanted to take the subject from one picture, maybe an object or a person, and put it into another picture. What happened when you did? Especially if these were outdoor images, you probably ended up with two layers that didn't match and just didn't look right. Lighting, shadows, and color were probably different, and getting the scene to look genuine might have been difficult and time-consuming. Compositing layers can be difficult. So here's some great news. The current beta version of Photoshop has a new AI feature called Harmonize. It will attempt to match the look and feel of a composited layer with the background, so it looks genuine, not like you put it together with tape and scissors. By the time you watch this video, the feature might be in the production version of Photoshop, but I don't know when that will be. But we have a sneak preview, so let's have a look. I'm starting off with two images. What I want to do is I want to take the kayak from its current place you see here in Vermont and drop it onto this Wading Lakeshore in New Jersey. It's a lot easier than strapping it to the roof of my car. Let's go back to the kayak. The first thing I'm going to do is click the Remove Background button on the floating toolbar. So I'm going to click Remove Background. And it just removes it real quickly. I did not speed this up in video editing. That was the real time that you saw. Pretty good. This is perfectly selected. Now, I can't guarantee that's always going to happen. On your images, you might have to do a little bit of fine-tuning. And other good news is this Remove Background tool is in the shipping production editions of Photoshop on both Windows and Mac. It's been in the beta for a while. It was in the beta for a while. And if you're using the Creative Suite subscription plan, you should have it available. If you don't see it available, open the Creative Cloud desktop application and update the software. To grab the kayak out of the background, I'm going to Command click on the Mac or Control click in Windows on the layer mask here. And you see that gives us a selection. Now, right now, it's just the mask that's selected. I want the actual pixels of the kayak to be selected. So in the Layers panel, I'm going to click the actual thumbnail of that kayak. So now I can copy to the clipboard the way I normally would. And now I'm going to go to the Lakeshore image, and now I'm going to paste. Well, that doesn't look real. That doesn't look like it belongs. This is just another scissors and tape. So we have to do a few adjustments first. So I'm going to move it. Of course, it's in the wrong position. It's too big. It's not rotated correctly. So you notice in the Layers panel, it's on its own layer. I can, toggle that off and toggle it back on again. I'm going to leave it selected. Now I'm going to use the free transform tool. So on the Mac, I'm going to press Command T. In Windows, I can press Control T. And now I can shrink it. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And, in several versions of Photoshop, or in many versions of Photoshop, you have to hold down the Shift key to do it proportionately. Not in the recent versions. You don't have to hold down any key. It's going to do it proportionately by default. So maybe about this big looks right, but I need to push it up here a little bit. I need to rotate it. So I will put my mouse pointer there outside that corner handle, and I'm going to drag it. So I want it kind of there, maybe even a little smaller. Something like that. Of course, it depends on how far I want to think that I'm standing away. And now I'm just going to hit the Enter key to seal that in. But it still looks silly. It has no shadow. The lighting is too bright. The colors are off. But hey, look what we have in the floating toolbar in the beta version. You can see up here, it says Photoshop Beta. I'm going to click Harmonize. Now, in the interest of not wasting your time, I did speed that up a little bit, but really not too much. This might give you a message that it will cost you 1 credit. Now, the AI tools are powered by Adobe Firefly, which runs on a credit system. I won't go into a discussion right here of how that works, but I will tell you the Pro plan gives you 4,000 credits a month. Anyway, like with the AI generation tools, this gives us 3 options. So first of all, you see it looks a lot better. And we have a shadow. And over on the panel, we have 3 possibilities. We have 3 variations. So this is the first one that's selected. I'm going to click the second one. and see how that looks. Click the third one. See how this looks. See, it's mostly in this instance, it's the shadow that's the most different between them. Also, a little bit of the glare on there. I think the second one, the glare is too much. It's too much of the original. This one looks okay. Frankly, I think the first one looks best. So the lighting matches the lighting of the background of the image, and we have that good shadow. Now, if I don't like any of these, I could rerun it again. I could turn off this eyeball, and I can, go back here to layer 1, and I could click harmonize all over again. And I could just do that until it looks right, until I like the way it looks. And you see what's happening here is the top layer is the harmonized kayak. So I can turn this off, and I could even delete it if I want. The top one is a harmonized kayak. So you see if I turn off that layer, I'm back just to the plain old lakeshore. So I could have the harmonized one, or I could have the goofy one. So you know which is which. With your own layers, you still might need to make fine-tuned adjustments, but at least the heavy lifting has been done for you. Since this is an AI tool, it means that the more that people use it, the more it will learn and the better it will become. So check out my full course, Become a Photoshop Expert in a Day by Mastering Layers, and I'll see you in the next video.